die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them scream?
So, what's going on, guys? It's the Ultimate Gaming Prodigy, Jamal23, back here doing another video on the channel. This is a gameplay commentary video. So, I'm here to talk about the state of video games right now. It's in a weird place. The state of video games at the moment is in a place where I guess you can say the player base has grown a lot. And again, that's a good thing. That is a very good thing that the player base for video games in general has grown for PC, Xbox, and PS4. The gaming community has really grown since quarantine has started. But as a pro player, well, I guess you could say pro player. I'm not really like in an organization, so I can't really say pro player. But as someone who plays the game in somewhat of a competitive fashion, I have to say that video games has gotten harder, right? For us as the, like, players who play the game somewhat competitively, you know? The game has gotten somewhat harder, somewhat legitimately, like, in a way, difficult. And that's because more people are striving to get better and better at video games because they are in quarantine. We're all in quarantine, you know. The quarantine is being lifted very slowly, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. But I feel like as a somewhat competitive player, I feel like the more people trying to get good at the game, the more people that, you know, the more people that we as competitive people have to deal with. Now, for the casual player base, this is even worse for you guys, because for the casuals, you have more people trying to get good at the game, and then you're just trying to have fun, play casual, and just, you know, chill out during your day. And there are just pros and sweats everywhere, you feel me? I want to talk about like 3 things as we go along here, and one is the toxicity, on how the toxicity can affect the ever-growing player base. Two is the way that the growing player base can be a good thing for the upcoming future of video game or video gaming. And then 3, my conclusion and my thoughts and my personal opinions on the whole situation. So the toxicity, let's get into the toxicity. The toxicity of video games will get worse because the player base is growing as a whole. Take Overwatch, for example, one of the most toxic games I can play. The player base is toxic, and man, Overwatch I cannot stand playing online, on ranked. I just play casual on Overwatch to play Overwatch. Now, reloading. I have, I guess you can say, a sort of expertise with toxicity in video games. I have been around, been with, and been honestly like involved with toxicity in video games. Say for instance the player base right now in Call of Duty, as the gameplay you see in the background. Say for instance the player base triples from the, I don't know, 150 million people that play the game. It triples. It's Now, it's 450 million people playing the game. I don't know how many people playing the game right now. Just let's keep that number there. That toxicity from the small player base that is toxic is going to get worse. It's going to ever grow, and that's something we can't stop because the player base is growing for that game. Now, there's no way to fix toxicity. It's just a person, being mad at the time. But like, as a comp player, and also at times, depending on what game, a casual player, I don't want all the toxicity, feel me? It's like, most people don't want the toxicity and just want to play the game to play. Now, that's all I have to say on to that. Second point, how the ever-growing player base will future and, evolve the gaming platform and how it's going to be better for all platforms. Now, the gaming industry, I guess you could say, will benefit from this big exclusive change. Because now more people are going to want to buy consoles, the company that makes the consoles is going to get more money, game developers are going to want to put out more games, going to sell more copies, get more money, and that is going to be good for the player base and for the gaming industry as a whole. We all are going to benefit from everybody wanting to play video games. Everybody's going to benefit from this because companies are going to be wanting to put out more games, fans are going to love the games, and there's going to be push for more games, and honestly that could put a strain on certain companies, but as a whole it can help and ever grow the ever-growing expanding video game industry from the consumers and the developers. And having an ever-growing player base means more people to play with, more people to get to know, more people that you can honestly make a team with, cooperate with, have just ever-growing span of good things that come out of this. With everybody playing video games now, it may make video games harder in a way. Again, people are going to say, get good, you can just get good. You're right, I can just get good, but I can get better than them. But then again, I'm just saying, as the state, for everything as a whole, is getting harder. Now, I'm going to end this with my conclusion and my opinions on everything. I honestly think that it's more of a good thing than a bad thing. I honestly think that video games are going to get much better, much better. It's going to get, we're going to be able to see lots of things come good from the future because of this quarantine. Again, everything that's been going on in the real world, bro, has been terrible, and video games is a great way to escape that and, to help with quarantine. And honestly, if you are struggling and going through a rough time, I really hope it gets better for you. I really hope you can get through this rough time that we have in our society at the moment. I honestly wish everybody the best of luck. Quarantine has been very difficult for many people, including me, and video games is going to help that, help society stay away from everybody else, help the way things shape to be in the future. For video games, I really hope that you guys can, see the positive change that this is going to come from this. And yeah, everybody stay safe out there, stay indoors if you can. If you can't stay indoors, stay indoors. If you have to work, then you have to work. But stay indoors, try not to get sick. If you get sick, stay away from people. Social distancing, 6 feet apart. And I will talk to you guys in the next live stream, a video I do. This is the Ultimate Gaming Prodigy, and I'll see you guys in the next video, a live stream I do. And if you haven't, you know, I haven't said this part yet, but if you haven't subscribed yet and you enjoy the content that I produce on my channel, we're gonna get back to daily uploads. Definitely hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel if you guys are new. If you guys enjoy the content I produce on my channel, you know, hit that notification bell. It really helps your boy out. Those that you guys like my content. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream or video I do. Peace out.
Outstanding. I expect nothing less.
Legends never die, they become a part of you.